Ben Shephard had always been a man in motion. At 46, his face was a fixture on British television. Warm smile, quick wit, the steady hand guiding contestants to the tipping point of fortune on ITV's hit quiz show, and the reliable co-host lighting up Good Morning Britain with easy charm. Morning started early, scripts blur into live segments, and afternoons often meant more prep or family time. Life was a well-oiled machine, humming along until one rainy Sunday on a veterans football pitch changed everything. The match had been for charity, a gathering of former pros, enthusiastic amateurs, and a few TV faces like Ben who still loved the game. He was never the fastest anymore, but his positioning was sharp, his enthusiasm boundless. One last run, he'd told himself as he chased a loose ball near the touchline. The defender came in late, cleats high, awkward angle. Ben felt the pop before the pain registered fully. A sickening twist in his right knee. He went down hard, clutching his leg as the world spun. Ruptured ACL, torn meniscus, multiple ligaments strained or snapped. A hairline fracture in the tibia, for good measure. Surgery followed quickly. Pins, grafts, anchors. The surgeons pieced him back together like a complex machine. For 12 days afterward, Ben was bedbound in a haze of painkillers and frustration. The walls of his recovery room felt closer each hour. Crutches mocked him from the corner. His wife and kids visited constantly, their encouragement a lifeline. But the inactivity gnawed at him. This was a man who thrived on energy, on live television's adrenaline, on the simple joy of kicking a ball around. On the 13th day, a package arrived, wrapped simply, with a note from an old friend in the sports tech world. For the long hours ahead. This one's from Player 22. Keep the vision sharp, mate. You'll be back tipping points in no time. Ben's curiosity piqued as he carefully opened it. Propped up in bed with pillows supporting his elevated leg. Inside was a sleek, silver DeLorean toy car. Not just any model. The iconic gull-wing doors, the flux capacitor detail glowing faintly under the lights, a miniature replica that looked like it had time traveled straight from Back to the Future. It wasn't cheap plastic. It had weight, precision engineering, and a small app-link base that synced with training modules. Player 22, the ever-growing collection of athlete-designed drills, had sensed something special, a physical motivator tied to their VR and skill training ecosystem. Headers, reaction walls, vision drills, agility challenges, all designed by pros to sharpen fitness, even from a recovery bed. Not messing around, Ben muttered, echoing the caption he'd later post on Instagram stories. He opened a video, filming himself lifting the car gently, the doors flipping up with a satisfying mechanical whir. This could be the best invite I've ever received. It's going to keep me entertained for hours. He had no idea how prophetic those words would become. The first hours were pure nostalgia. Ben placed a DeLorean on his bedside table and let his mind wander. As a kid, he'd loved the film Michael J. Fox racing through time, fixing the past to save the future. Now, lying there with his reconstructed knee, Ben felt like Marty McFly after a bad landing. "Where we're going," he whispered to the empty room. "We don't need roads, just decent physio." But the car wasn't just a toy. The Player 22 integration turned it into a gateway. The base station projected holographic-style drills via an accompanying tablet. A thoughtful addition in the box. Simple at first. Finger dexterity exercises to maintain hand-eye coordination for future presenting. Trace the path of the time circuits with his eyes while keeping his upper body stable. Reaction taps as virtual lights flash around the miniature car's frame. Ben laughed at himself. A grown man national TV host play with a toy car like a kid again. Yet it worked. The boredom lifted. His competitive streak, the same one that made him excel at quizzes and live TV, kicked in. He started timing himself on the drills. "Come on, Shephard," he'd mutter. "You can beat yesterday." His wife peeked in one evening, smiling at the scene. "The kids want to go too, you know. They're calling it Dad's time machine. Only if they promise not to flux a capacitor," Ben replied, grinning through the discomfort as he shifted position. As days turned to weeks, the DeLorean became more than entertainment. It became therapy. Player 22's athlete-designed modules adapted to injury recovery. Low-impact versions focus on core stability. Visual tracking for better balance once it was mobile. Mental sharpness to combat the fog of pain meds. Ben visualized himself back on the tipping point set, reading clues with perfect timing or bantering on Good Morning Britain without wincing when he adjusted in his chair. Memories flooded in during the quiet hours. He thought of his early days in broadcasting, nervous auditions, the grind of building a career where energy was currency. The football injury wasn't his first setback. There had been doubts, rejections, the pressure of public life. But this one felt different. It forced stillness, and in stillness, reflection bloomed. One night, unable to sleep, Ben powered up the full Player 22 app on the tablet. The DeLorean synced, its lights pulsing like the movie's iconic trails. A voice-guided session led him through breathing synced with virtual ball trajectories, imagining headers without moving his knee. "Train the mind first," the athlete narrator said. "The body follows." Ben closed his eyes and drifted. In his mind, he wasn't bedbound. He was on the pitch again, but this time in slow motion. He saw the tackle coming, adjusted his plant foot differently. Time travel, of a sort, rewinding the moment, learning from it. The flux capacitor hummed in his imagination. 88 miles per hour toward recovery. Word spread among friends and colleagues. Calls came in from the GMB team. Susanna Reed sending funny voice notes. The producers joking about reserving his seat. "Don't get too attached to that couch, Ben. Monday's coming." But the DeLorean had other plans. Or rather, it sparked an idea. Ben, ever the enthusiast, started conceptualizing a special segment. Recovery Road, perhaps, or Tipping Point, Time Travel Edition. He scribbled notes one-handed while the toy car zipped along a makeshift track on his tray table. Powered by a gentle push, its wheels whispering possibilities. His kids joined in more actively. They'd set up obstacle courses around the living room. Once he graduated to the sofa, timing how fast the DeLorean could navigate pillows representing defenders. Laughter filled the house again. "Dad, you're getting faster at the controls than before the injury," his son cheered. Ben felt gratitude swell. The injury had stripped away the rush, revealing what mattered. Family, resilience, the small joys. Player 22 wasn't just drills. It was a bridge back to himself. The collection grew in his mind. More modules unlocked as he progressed. Reaction wall challenges improved his quick thinking for ad-libs on air. Vision training sharpened his focus for reading auto cues under studio lights. 2 weeks post-surgery, the physio was impressed. "Your engagement with these drills is accelerating everything. Most patients your age fight the boredom. You're turning it into a game." "That's the secret," Ben said, holding up the silver car. "This thing won't let me stay still. Mentally, anyway." As Monday approached for his Good Morning Britain return, nerves mixed with excitement. Ben tested his mobility carefully. Short walks with support, always mindful of the knee. The DeLorean sat proudly on his desk now, a talisman. He posted another story. Doors open, lights glowing, ready for takeoff. "Thanks to everyone who's kept me sane. See you soon." The night before the show, he couldn't sleep. Instead of worrying, he ran one last Player 22 session. Virtual basketball hoops appeared around the DeLorean projection. Reach, focus, release. His arms moved smoothly. His core stayed engaged without straining the leg. In that moment, He realized the gift had done more than entertain. It had rebuilt confidence. Dawn broke. Ben suited up carefully. The drive to the studio felt like crossing a threshold. Colleagues greeted him with hugs and cheers. The set lights felt warmer than ever. As the cameras rolled, he delivered with the same Ben Shephard sparkle, perhaps a touch more grateful, a bit wiser. During a break, he showed the DeLorean to the team. This little beauty kept me going. Player 22 drills, proper athlete stuff, even for an old vet like me. Laughter erupted. Someone suggested a live demo. Ben smiled. Careful or we'll tip the ratings. But the story didn't end with his return. The injury and the gift opened new chapters. Ben dove deeper into Player 22, partnering informally to promote recovery-focused training for amateurs. He shared his journey publicly. The pain, the boredom, the silver DeLorean that became a symbol of forward momentum. Veterans football matches continued, but with better awareness. Ben played conservatively now, advocating for proper warm-ups. His tipping point contestants noticed a new depth in his encouragement. It's not about the big gamble. It's the steady plays that get you there. At home, the DeLorean became family legend. Trips to car shows, movie marathons, even a custom track built in the garden. Ben's kids learned about perseverance through play. 88 miles per hour. They'd shout as the toy accelerated down ramps. Where we're going, we don't need perfect knees. Years later, looking back, Ben would call that period his flux capacitor moment. The rupture that forced a pause, the toy that sparked imagination, the drills that rebuilt more than muscle.